this time it wasn't me. Yeah,
He said, "I like to be the bad guy, but this time it wasn't me."
That's my role. The role is I'm the bad guy, but this time,
Okay, Billie Eilish.
What?
What? Hold
bro.
on. Whoa.
Hold on.
Billie Eilish. Yo,
All right.
Nat V as Billie Eilish. Imagine he played Billie Eilish in a movie. How would that work?
Got you. All right, Flashman. I was trying.
Yo, I'm a fucking bad guy. Go to your mom.
Really hard to come up with an insult, and I can't come up with one off the top of my head. Failing
your mom.
epically.
Oh, we're live. Okay.
Yeah, go
We
to
are
your mom.
live. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens though. You never know what someone's gonna say in the middle of a live episode, especially when you have people like Mad V here, who is the equivalent of Shao Tucker. I'm kidding. That was low. That was mean.
Yeah, you can go low. You can go low. I got I just finished watching that Percy Jackson joint.
Did you?
Yeah. What do you think of it?
No. I'm not no. Like I don't
And
know.
why not?
What was I supposed to see? Like what was so amazing about it that everybody was like, "Holy shit," when we talked about it?
Because
Just the fact
they're
that they're coming out with a TV
fixing
show.
everything.
Are they though?
Is this a book?
Yes.
What is it?
Yes.
It's based off of
The
a
Percy
book. It's a
Jackson
book.
story? Yeah,
It's
it is
a-
a book series. It's a
It's a
book
book
series.
series,
Was it a little?
and it was a
kids, like-
movie.
It was
Like,
a
like
3
little
movie
kids?
series as well too. Although the movies
movie.
kind of meh.
They're
Trash.
making
Oh, it was supposed to be
definite
3
trash.
movies. Excuse me. Yeah, it was 2 movies. It was supposed to be 3 movies. The movies were doo-doo water.
Yes.
Hot dog water. Correction. Hot dog water.
No, they were doo-doo
You can
water.
say doo-doo.
They were
Oh, is that
doo-doo
the lower?
Doo-doo.
It's lower. Oh, okay. Got you.
Yes.
Corrected.
All right, so
Whew.
this is apparently some kid shit that
So what they did, all right, so what happened was they had those movies that came out like a while back, and the author, Rick Riordan, he saw the movies and he was so disappointed that he went back to Disney and was just like, "Hey, look at this fan base. This is the fan base I have. Give me control over this, like the directing, the story, everything. Just like with how they did with One Piece, with Oda being
Yep,
right
I was
there.
gonna say that's
involved.
why Oda was the same thing. Like that's why Oda is like, you're not gonna screw me over. Fuck that.
Exactly. He went back into it and was just like, let's do this right. And everything that I've seen in the trailers is just like they pulled scripts straight from the book.
Wow.
So we don't like we can just talk right here. We could talk. We don't have to worry about
Unless you want
nuking it out.
No.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Brian,
we're
you
good.
can curse
We're
as much
past
as
we're past 30 seconds. YouTube has gotten lenient on their verbiage that you can use. So
you can
somewhat
lenient.
lenient. So still be mindful.
As you usually do.
Don't make it
So,
seem like
go
I'm the
ahead.
bad mouth son of a bitch here.
You're the bad mouse. All right.
Exhibit A.
See what
Exhibit
happens?
A.
That's Exhibit A.
Exhibit A. Exhibit B. Go help your mom. Bastard.
Go.
Go help mom.
So mean.
Go help mom.
Go help mom.
So yeah, I've been watching the Continental. I got one episode in, and for what it's worth, I actually kind of like it. For what they're doing, I kind of dig that.
So you saw the first episode though, right?
First episode, yeah. First episode.
So every Friday they come out. There's 2 episodes now. Tell me what you think when you watch the second episode. Because personally, I was like, it never fails.
Okay.
Never fails.
All right, so that's going to be a later on situation for me, and in the next episode I will talk about it. So I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I like where they were going, but if they fell off a cliff, I'm going to be mad about that. So if you say they never failed, that means they screwed up something.
Fall off the cliff. They willingly jumped and committed like
seppuku.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not like they completely killed themselves. So they jumped off the cliff and they survived, and they might be able to crawl back to some sort of survival. But it was boring. Second episode was boring.
Wow.
Well, I would say it would be boring, and then they pick it back up, just like in anime.
Yeah, because Jujutsu Kaisen was a kind of the same way. I mean, Jerry's our homie. Was always saying that it was like a slow burn, and all of a sudden it was like so intense. Like every time it was a hit, and then a hit, and then a hit, and then a hit. You know,
and it's going to keep being a hit if you base it off the manga. Just saying.
You make me sick.
Go ahead and say what you got to say, Mad V.
Manga,
What you got to say?
Manga readers. Y'all make me sick because you can't have a decent anime conversation, a real anime conversation with
Brian,
manga
switch
readers.
off the producer.
All they say is, you can't really have a real conversation with manga readers because manga readers are like, oh, well, just wait. Just wait. If you don't shut up, like that doesn't bring any context. It doesn't bring any context to anything that like if he's gonna talk, bring him in. If he's gonna be in the episode.
Speaking of manga readers, I have a coworker that while I'm driving the truck and everything, he'll be over there reading mangas, and he was reading the Demon Slayer manga, and I'm all caught up on the anime, but the entire time he'll be over there reading, and then all of a sudden he'll just go, "Oh!" I'm just like, "Shut up right now! Yep. I don't want to know anything."
Yeah, oh my God. Like what's this one that's a manga that's coming out on anime soon that everyone's always talking about is OP.
Kagura something. Hold tight. That was the one that Mr. Jers was talking about in the chat, right? About like what's going to be like I googled it. Yeah. But it was the one that was supposed to be like the new shonen like Kagurabaki, yeah.
Kagurabaki.
I haven't seen nothing. I don't even know where to find that right now. Like, I'm hoping it's on Crunchyroll, but I don't know.
It's not streaming yet. It's not streaming yet. It's supposed to come out later this year, but apparently Kagurabaki is a whole problem. He's a whole ass problem, and there's memes about him already. So,
yeah, I'm looking at the fan wiki right now. He looks dope. Homeboy reminds me of like a cross between the dude from Attack on Titan. So yeah, he does look like a Kirito, but I was about to say the dude from
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan.
Eren Yeager.
Speaking of
that was another conversation.
Final episode comes out November for Attack on Titan, and I mean final, like it is done, finito. This hour-long episode is about to be phenomenal.
It's an hour long, and that's it.
So ready, yes, just like the previous episode.
I'm not. I stopped watching that shit like
I mean, but Mad B,
yeah, but you just don't like things that are deep and deal with real world issues.
Hurry up, wrap it up, B. Wrap it up, B. Wrap it up. Wrap it up, button.
But did you feel like that, like watching Dr. Stone though? Did you feel like that?
I stopped watching that too. Yeah.
Terrible. I don't like it.
Hey, I mean, like, keep me entertained. Like, it's just not like Shonen. We used to get away with that.
Producer.
Shonen, you can get away with that because every week is a new episode. But don't go give me 24 episodes and then slow build and then big thing. Now wait 6 months before we come back. No,
2, 3, 4, 5 years. Yeah,
No.
I feel you. The only, what's funny? The only anime that successfully did that for me, though, I gotta say, is Bleach. The Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War situation has me entertained. Not many people may agree, but I think that they did something good.
So I'll say, I'm a little bit in between on that one.
Okay.
I do like certain aspects of what's going on in 1,000-Year Blood War arc. I feel like with the second season, because they're putting so much effort into animation, some of the plot is kind of like slipping out. It's like you're not. It's almost like what Akira Toriyama does with Dragon Ball. He forgets things that he wrote in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z because he says he won't be able to think about Dragon Ball Super if he's so worried about everything that happened there. Naruto, Masashi Kishimoto did the same thing for the Naruto series, and I think Bleach is very much like that. Like, there's so many things that have happened in original Bleach that you look at Thousand Year Blood War and it's like, why does it look like this? Why is he doing that? Why would he act like that? When did all of the visors come back to the Serete? Like,
Whew.
what is going on?
Whew.
We
For
get the
me-
quick flash of Aizen, and I know like by the time the show ends, we'll get more of Aizen, which is what I'm really
Yeah.
hoping for.
Yeah,
I
think
that's
it's
what I'm
gonna
waiting
happen.
for. Yep.
Like
But,
Yuhubahua, I'm like,
Yuhaba. I learned how to pronounce his.
it's Yuhubahua.
I thought it was called Yuhaba. I'm like, what the hell? I could never pronounce that dude's name. Like, what the fuck?
They say, if you listen to the dub version, I mean, in the sub version they say it the same way, but it's Yuhubahua.
Is that backwards? Is there like a hidden code in there or something?
No, it's not like Alucard or anything like that.
Alucard!
I mean, the way that I think it might be, if you think
Hellsing.
the YHW, like the whole Yahweh kind of thing.
Oh,
Like he's seeing himself as a god, which because he does see himself as a god.
as a god. Yeah, he does.
So
Levels
for
to
one
that.
thing,
Kinda
what I
like
think
what they-
about Thousand Year Blood War arc, one thing that I recall about that is I forgot. I finished it, and I'm like, we started talking about it. We briefly started talking about it in one of the other episodes, and I was like, I had to rewatch it. Y'all know how much I hate rewatching anything. I had to rewatch it. I'm like, holy shit, I saw this already.
From the beginning
it
of
was-
1,000 Year.
No, the end of it. Like I
So
saw
the
it
end of the
already.
first season of Thousand Year Blood War arc.
Okay.
I was like, all right, I saw this already. It was meh. It was meh. That's all it was. It was meh to me. So
And that's interesting to you to me because you said that Bleach is like one of your favorite
my
anime.
favorite anime. Yep.
and that's
So-
crazy.
So yeah.
I don't know, man. Like the story writing. I mean, are spoilers no holds barred here? I can say whatever I want.
Say
Go
whatever
right
you
ahead.
want. This is
All right, I love
Look,
that,
spoiler warning, spoiler warning, spoiler warning. There you go.
yeah. Okay, thank you for the spoiler warning. So I didn't see the most recent episode that dropped where Yuhaba, whatever I hate his name.
Yuhubahua.
Yuhabahua.
Exactly.
Yuhabahua. There you go. I learned something today.
I mean,
But
if
he's-
you watch the newest episode, now his name is just Yuha.
Spoiler. No, that's good. So that's
I
okay.
called spoiler warning, so
You did,
you guys knew what was coming.
Just do not tell me anything about the battle and the big monk between him and the big monk. I know that
Okay.
supposed to go down. All I
Yeah, I
gotta
mean
say-
that. Yeah. You'll. I did like the most recent episode. There are
Okay.
still certain things, like I said, that, but the newest episode was pretty decent.
Yeah,
I'm just waiting for Ichigo to really show his ass.
I don't want him to show his ass. I just want him to like
Pause.
really kick ass. Pause. Yeah,
Pause.
that's right.
No, like
Alright.
yeah, like we already know, with the fact that if you haven't caught up, I'm sorry, but the fact that he now is a dual wielding, he dual wields, like
Mhm.
That
that's
was so
that's-
beast mode. That was
Mhm.
beast mode.
like because what they already stated, there have only been two others, and it's now squad one captain, and the other one with the weak constitution, that they're the only ones that ever were dual wielders.
Mm. Oh
So-
God. You know what? else
And
is
when they get into
Go
the
ahead.
story of his mom, but that's a whole nother thing.
levels.
Levels,
You know who was a
levels.
cool character though? The dude who makes the Zanpakutos.
Yeah,
That
I
was-
did
that-
like him.
That was my favorite character out of this entire this whole 1,000 Year Blood War arc. That was my
Mhm.
favorite one. Like, come, hey, it's up to you.
Yo, my man had his blade not in a sheath like everybody else. It was like in liquid, like just chilling out. Like, okay, it's right here. And I forgot what he said. The line that killed me was like, yeah, like the
This
blade
is an
is in-
unfinished blade, so like I couldn't even make a sheath to hold it, so I have to keep it in this liquid. Like it doesn't matter. Like as long as I swing this sword, it hits its target every time.
no matter.
What?
No
What?
He had the way he moved, like you know how Noxus can throw his sword. that whole situation. He threw the
Final
sword.
Fantasy.
The sword was he threw the sword and ended up in dude's chest. I'm like, whoa, hold on. 'Cause honestly, what I thought was gonna happen was that you have whatever the hell his name is, his whole squad was gonna wipe out everybody. But obviously, it was the smoke and mirrors, and they were in the cage. And yeah, I thought that battle was dope. I thought it was dope because it tricked me up too.
I'm still waiting for Kenpachi's Bankai. Not his Shikai, which is what we've seen so far. We've seen his Shikai. I am waiting for his Bankai. That is what I'm most excited about.
Did he kill old girl?
Yes.
Down in that.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was his final, lesson in order to reach the Bankai, to learn his Zanpakuto's name.
Problem.
She was
a problem.
Like whenever she beat him when he was a kid too. Like
rewind.
Yes.
Let's do it again. Rewind.
Yes. Dude, I did not expect that from her. Like, she was like, voluptuous woman, whatever. She was doing her thing with the braids going like so. But we did not know she was like. She was Diesel. Slow down. Bro. It's true. I'm just saying what I'm saying. You seeing this? She come up there all proper, like, yeah, I'm just chilling. I just heal people.
Do you know what voluptuous means?
I
think you were looking for another word.
Curvy. I could have sworn.
All right.
Take it to Google. But
can we get a break? Can we get a break? Edit break.
All right, go to your mom.
Click.
I'm gonna go to my mom too.
Go help mom.
I'm
gonna go help mom. Yeah. Yo, Flashmaster, when you decide to watch Bleach, I think that you will really love the story. I think you would.
I bet you he muted us. He muted us so he doesn't spoil anything.
Nah, he'll forget it by the time he gets to that point. He's watching Naruto right now. Where are you at in Naruto, by the way?
Yeah, where are you?
We could talk about that. Like, let's talk about that.
Last thing that I remember was they're going down the story of Nagato and the other two and everything, and how the salamander betrayed them and everything, and how Obito was a part of that and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That is where I'm at right now.
So you're basically learning everything about Obito's backstory now.
Exactly.
He pretty much broke our Marco Polo thread when he's like, "Oh, I just learned it's Obito. How did I?" And everyone's like, "Oh,
what? Who is this Madara?" I'm like, bro. I told him like a month ago. I was like, when you see this hand sign, just this hand sign, it's over. It's over. Like Madara took out over 1,000 ninja in that one fight, like it was just another Tuesday.
Yeah.
He broke the thread. Everybody was like, "Oh!" And then not only did he do that, but then he came and he replayed it for us again. So I don't like to rewatch shit, and I saw that years ago. I was like, "Oh yeah," I got goosebumps rewatching it, and oh man,
it just made me so mad how I didn't see it coming. Obito sounds so. How did I not see that?
No, Malk is the only liar. Malk is the only liar. It's like, "Oh, I knew.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, if you went and talked to Joe, me and Joe were in the barracks watching this, and we were like, yo, that's Obito. That there's too much of a connection between him and Kakashi.
I think
and not. They always the thing is in recording, like whenever they're recording and creating these episodes and whatnot, you know something's up with two specific characters. So when it's like, oh, we're hitting on Kakashi, why is this person so connected with Kakashi? Maybe this is the guy that Kakashi got his Sharingan from.
Yeah.
The moment I started like putting two and two together was whenever it was whenever Kakashi would teleport stuff and it would hit Obito. And I'm just like, is it doing both at the same time? He said, my Sharingan is connected to his Sharingan. And I was like, hold on, wait a second. Who gave him that Sharingan? Then I was just like,
you know what? I could see Nas and Joe. I could see Nas and Joe actually knowing who it was, because both of y'all attention to detail is something it's something
Out of
serious.
world.
So I
It's
could see
called
that.
it's called being a Marine.
Attention to detail is like a key thing.
It's either you learn it or you're going to learn it and you're not gonna like it.
You're not gonna. Well, we're not your taxi cab, so Navy.
Man, that's the only thing we needed you for.
All
Nice little boat trips, right?
right.
That's
All right.
horrible.
Edit break. Edit break. What else we got? What else we got to talk about?
How y'all feel about Dragon Ball Super coming out? I know we talked about it in a previous video that we created. About certain shows just not really being as good today when they try to remake them or continue them. But personally, and CJ, I don't know, you might want to back me up on this, but
What are you gonna say?
Dragon Ball Super's manga is on a whole nother level.
Come on, man.
Is
If
this
you
Dragon
want to say
Ball?
bananas,
What's
it's
not for me? Is this
bananas.
conversation not for me?
Dragon Ball?
Bananas.
It's okay. Hold on a second. Is this a story about? Sorry, Flash. Go ahead. You want to say it?
Dragon Ball is meh.
Mech.
What?
Well, okay.
Wait,
Meh.
He's
Meh.
talking about the
They say
first.
meh.
Meh.
All right, you know
Dragon
what?
Ball.
You know what? He's talking about Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z, not Dragon Ball Super, not
He's
Dragon
talking
Ball.
about old school Dragon Ball.
He's talking about Dragon Ball. Okay, I'll give you that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can take that.
I mean,
I'll give you
if
that,
you're talking
young man.
about Dragon Ball, like Dragon Ball was great because it gives a lot of backstory for a lot of the characters, the original Z fighters, but it was meant to be a comedy. Like when it first came out, it was 100% meant to be a comedy. And you got to remember, this came out in the 80s. Look here, son. Look here, son.
Choose your words wisely, young man. Choose your words.
Yeah,
choose your
like,
next words.
Otherwise, go
wisely.
help your mom.
Like,
You know what? I'll say it again. If you want to watch Dragon Ball and just watch somebody fighting, that's all you're there for.
Then what is that? That's Baki.
No,
Baki.
I'll tell you for sure that Vegeta had the most amazing character progression throughout the entire series, going from being like one of the first big bads to being this loving, caring father and husband.
No, hold on. No, he went to the big bad to a bad man. Remember that?
He was Batman Vegeta.
He's still Batman Vegeta.
No, we're not going to transition away from the fact that he just said that he equated Dragon Ball to essentially what I said Baki was. All they're doing is just throwing punches. What's the?
Because
there's no plot. There's no storyline. There's no.
See, there's a difference though. With Baki, yeah, they're just throwing punches. Like he wants to beat his dad. His dad wants to be the strongest in the world. Everybody wants to be stronger than one. They're just literally throwing punches. Whereas
Baki's a crap anime.
Dragon Ball Z, everybody keeps on trying to fuck with the Earth. The Earth ain't doing nothing to y'all.
Yeah, we chilling.
There's a story. There's actually multiple plots happening all at once. If you actually pay, as
like
opposed to all these other
let me
anime is considered the greatest.
Just a breakdown. Just a breakdown. Obviously, in original Dragon Ball, I don't expect you to go deep into it, but we have the Red Ribbon Army. We see the transition of Yamcha being a bad guy to being a good guy. Same thing with Tien and Chaozu. We meet Yajirobe. We meet King Piccolo and see that battle between little Goku and King Piccolo.
Yeah.
Fast forward to Dragon Ball Z. The first thing that we find out, Goku has a brother. Goku's real name is Kakarot. He's from a planet called Saiyan, a warrior, or a planet called Planet Vegeta, full of this warrior race that gets stronger whenever they look at a full moon, as long as they have their tail. But he never knew that he had a brother.
The Prince of Saiyan.
He never knew his real parents. He was dropped on his head as a baby from the original story. From
the original story.
Yeah, because they changed it. They did change it with Super. But fast forward from that, we ended up seeing the Prince of all Saiyans, my favorite character in the entire show.
The Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne.
Prince Vegeta.
Sorry.
Don't help your mom.
But we see him fight Goku to basically a stalemate. End up leaving, going to planet Namek, where they attempt to save planet Namek against Frieza, who's planning to pretty much destroy. He's the evil emperor. He plans to destroy everything. Everything. Like, he doesn't really care about anything. The only thing that he was afraid of in the universe were the Saiyans. The only ones.
Why are you giving him a recap? If you don't know this by now,
so
you don't deserve
like
to know.
because what I'm assuming is that Flashmaster, you haven't watched it.
He was like 6 when it came out.
No, he wasn't born when it came out.
Born yet.
You have to remember, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z came out in the 80s and 90s. He was not born.
I used to get the Dragon Ball Z videos. I used to buy them from Suncoast.
I remember that.
I used to put an antenna on top of my TV and try to get these episodes that were completely subbed with no. Yeah, right. You got to get the angle. So put some aluminum foil on the tips.
All I know is I've tried
the antenna when we were kids.
And I just can't get through it.
Is it Dragon Ball that you tried to watch?
Or was it Dragon Ball Z?
Hold on. You know what? This leads to
Dragon
a
Ball
conversation.
Z is what it was.
So okay,
I'm
so
not mad. Okay. Go ahead.
I'll just say Dragon Ball is a hard watch if you didn't watch it when it first came out because it's dated. You know, trying to get people to go back and watch dated anime is difficult because it was slower, the music was different, the animation was different, like there were a bunch of different. It was a completely different time. It was the beginning, okay? So that's why I did it with Naruto more because we saw it. Naruto came out in 1999. That is different. That is different. Naruto came out in 1999 and has continuously progressed. Naruto Shippuden didn't end until 2015, and then the very next week Boruto started, and Boruto's still going.
But you know what? I have to give him. What I have to give Flashmaster is that a lot of us old heads talk about all of the classics. This is a classic. This is a classic. This is a classic. And then we try to say, if you haven't seen this, you're not relevant. I've tried to go back and watch a few of the older animes, and I was like, no.
Yeah, it's difficult. It really is difficult. Do we appreciate it?
It's impossible. It's impossible.
Yeah. Do we appreciate it for what it was? Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Of course.
But
do you though? Do you have to? Should they have to?
I'm not saying they have to. I'm not saying that's not what I'm saying at all. All I said was that we appreciate it because we saw it when it came out. We enjoyed it when it came out. It was a part of our childhood. That's why we appreciate it.
Big,
you know, but I understand where like.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just saying that's why I understand like why why you might not be able to appreciate it the same way. I wouldn't recommend Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball to anybody that's trying to jump into the series if they're not of that era. Like if you didn't grow up watching that, I would recommend Dragon Ball Kai. No, I would recommend Dragon Ball Kai because Dragon Ball Kai cuts out a ridiculous amount of the filler, background music, random panning in the episodes. Like it cuts out all the bullshit.
It's pretty much like a cut down version of Dragon Ball Z that you should watch. It's easier to watch.
It is.
I'll also say this. This cuts into exactly what happened here recently, where like we just went over it in our over at the review channel, like how they right and it recapped everything from the and it gets you invested in it to where you can, like people like me, can go back and watch whenever this happened in live action, and to get you caught up in that urge to continue.
Well, personally, I think that straight up, if you started watching anime like day one, the first anime that you watched was My Hero Academia. Telling you to go back and watch something like Dragon Ball, I give props to anybody that went back and watched Naruto, especially like Mr. Jers and Flashmaster did from Jump with they watched all of the filler. Much props.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna expect you to think that Naruto or Dragon Ball, the Dragon Ball series was good as My Hero Academia or
I
Attack
will
on
say
Titan
this:
or
where I'm
I
at in
wouldn't say that
Naruto,
it's as
where I'm at in Naruto, I do think it is better than My Hero Academia, and I started with
so
My Hero
here
Academia.
here's the thing.
Damn.
Naruto has stood the
whoa,
test of
bro.
listen, Naruto has stood the test of time. Naruto is considered one of the greatest anime ever made. Like even to new generation, and it's because of, you have to remember how, like, what time period these anime came out. So like, yeah, Dragon Ball Z, you know, Yu Yu Hakusho, if you watched the original Pokemon, if you watched all those other shows, we watched those at a different time versus whenever Naruto came out. The big three came out in the late 90s, like 99 to 2003, I want to say, is when Bleach came out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like animation changed, plot changed, everything changed with how these creators were doing their shows. So they got the formula right and they just built off of that. So we appreciate the older anime for what they gave us with the newer anime. Like I've listen. Did you appreciate the Sharingan? Hold on, did you appreciate the Sharingan in Naruto?
Yes. Hold on. You're saying we though. My
hold on
argument
hold on
is
hold on hold on
okay.
like let me get to my point. Let me get to my point. Okay. So if you appreciate the Sharingan, do you realize that the Sharingan came from the eyes of Kurapika's clan in Hunter x Hunter?
Whoa, bars.
Well, you know, actually, you know where it actually came from? Kagurabachi.
Oh, stop that shit, please.
Sit down.
Behave yourself. Go help your mom.
No,
sit
go
down.
help your
Go
mom.
I was just about to say, what mom?
Go help mom.
No, but for real, at the end of the day, you the younger generation doesn't have to appreciate what we know things were built from. They don't have to, and
We
they
don't have to.
Piece of shit.
So you're saying, oh please,
That man right
all
there.
this was
That
Naruto.
man. Flash Match. Listen, let's give
Now,
props
what
to
else
Flash
has he
Match.
seen besides Naruto?
But he admitted to everybody already. He admitted to the
going
world that,
through it.
hey, listen, I'm just getting into anime and I'm dedicating my life to getting to Naruto. And he's doing it.
I'm speaking on behalf of the young people. You don't have to like the old stuff that we liked. You don't have
You don't have to
love
but,
anime today.
But if you're interested in anime, hold on.
If a kid told you that they hated Sword Art Online, though,
he would have a
Then
problem.
Exactly.
He will tell them to go help mom. Is also
hold on. But they also love all of the filler of Boruto.
Oh my gosh! See, I see what you're trying to do.
But you see how your argument just doesn't work. Like you can be young and appreciate the old stuff. You could be old and appreciate the new stuff.
But that kid exists. That kid exists. That thinks
somewhere.
That.
And that
I'm
kid
just
is
telling
wrong.
you that I can assure you that kid exists.
Yeah, I'm sure that kid exists.
And it's a strong basis of
absolutely. But do you have conversation with them? Do you have conversation with that kid? Would you hold conversation with that kid?
I hold no damn conversation.
It's a very aggressive conversation, but yes, I'm still having a conversation.
Sit down and watch it. You cannot blink while watching this show.
Sit down and watch these 5 episodes of him turning Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, I thought it was like 7. But you cannot blink while watching it. Do not blink. Your eyes will dry out. Do not blink.
But yeah, going back to what I said about My Hero Academia and Naruto.
Dragon Ball Z.
Hold on, sorry. CJ, what's up?
I said, so my 6-year-old sits down, he watches Dragon Ball Z.
Sits down and watches it.
We watched Dragon Ball Z. I had him watch Dragon Ball Z, and then we watched Dragon Ball Z Kai, and then I introduced him to Trigun, JoJo's, all the anime I grew up watching.
Did you see what he just did?
Hold on. Stand by. My whole household has seen Naruto, just like 3-4 years ago. My whole household sat down and watched. My whole household sat down and watched the One Piece live action. My wife, who is really newer to anime than Justin, immediately started watching the anime once we finished the live action show.
I was going to do that.
Look at that,
Naruto.
Now, all I have to say, watch Naruto too. from the beginning.
Is it my turn? Is it my
Same.
turn? Yeah. Is it my
You
turn?
want to
No.
turn? No, I told you to go help
Can I go?
mom. Sit
Can I
down.
go? So
Go help her.
I look when my kid was 6, they watched everything with me as well. Now they're years later, they don't want anything to do with that because you know what they're watching? They're watching all the anime that most people don't want to watch, like
Like what?
You weren't consistent.
the quintessential quintuplets, the Iruma.
Because you weren't consistent. You weren't consistent.
I'm not shoving it down their throat. I want them to.
That's the problem with kids these days. You're not shoving it down their throat.
No, I'm not going to.
You're not being stern.
That you have to let them make their own decision. You
You
have to let
do
them pick what they
nice.
like. They have.
No.
They have the ability to watch whatever it is they want.
You
And
give
if
them
they
timeouts,
gravitate
don't
towards-
you?
If they
Bro.
gravitate towards that, then they will pick what they want to watch.
This
Bro,
argument
if I put
sounds
on
like
Cowboy
back
Yo.
then. This argument sounds like back in the day. Our parents told us, "Go if your friends went and played jumped off a bridge. Would you jump off a bridge?"
Would you jump off a bridge?
Whereas now it's like, if your friends jump off a bridge, well, if you make the decision to jump off the bridge, go right.
No, this is but that's not true. But you understand that you're the kid. You're the kid that's jumping off the bridge right now, right? You're the one that's like, you have to watch this anime and this anime for it to be relevant. Jump off that bridge. You're the kid. You're the kid that's
I'm the
jumping
parent.
off
I'm
the
the
bridge.
parent asking, like,
I'm the
do you
uncle.
really want to be that dumb?
All right. This transition.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
This transitions into a question that I have about the best anime, which are considered. What's better? Is it Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, or what was the third one? Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer,
Jujutsu
or
Kaisen,
Jujutsu
or
Kaisen,
My Hero.
or My Hero? What's
That is a
the
hard one.
best anime out of those?
Or Black Clover.
My man
I
said,
don't think Black Clover counts. I don't
Why?
Why not? Because you like that one?
Why?
Because you actually
Like, don't
that
get me
one?
wrong.
I
Don't get me
love Black
wrong.
Clover. That doesn't
Animation
count.
on
Me-
Black
me too.
Clover. Don't get me wrong. The animation on Black Clover has definitely struggled. I'm not going to deny that.
It
But
got
the
better in the
story.
end.
No, it still struggled. But the story.
was phenomenal.
The story was fucking
I will
beautiful.
tell you. I was there at from Jump for Black Clover, but I don't think that if you're talking about because of the hiatus that they took, I don't think you get to be in the conversation right now.
No, you still get to be in
No,
the
you still get to be in the
conversation
conversation.
because so the main reason that they went on a hiatus is because the anime was catching up too much with the manga and they didn't want to just push a bunch of bullshit filler on us. I respect that. I do not want a repeat of Naruto Shippuden where half of the show is nothing but filler.
But
yeah.
I also don't want to not see anything. I also don't want to not see anything.
Then read manga.
No.
Because they're still making manga
He
issues.
says,
Hey, pick up
Every 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, every
My
2
man
weeks, a
said
new
pick a
issue
book.
comes out.
Pick up a book unless you're going to go help mom.
Try
Which
to
you
get me to
prefer?
throw My headphones. I'm not going to do it. Look, I know it's not going to happen. Like, no, I shouldn't have to. So they don't, from the options that I've given.
say the list one more time.
It
So-
was Attack on Titan. You
My
got
Hero.
the My Hero Academia. You got
Jujutsu
Demon Slayer
Kaisen.
and
Demon
Jujutsu
Slayer.
Kaisen.
And Black Clover. I'm still throwing Black Clover in there.
So those five animes.
So
Okay.
Black
But-
Clover is going to be at the bottom of the list, then, right?
I'll say from the movie though,
I
it should
wouldn't-
still be relevant.
Yeah. It's
So because they come 3 years later? What?
nope.
No.
A year later.
They come back, and
Has
how
it
many
only
people
been a
still
year
with
since?
it?
It's been a
Was-
year.
From when
Was-
Black Clover broke off and it came back?
Yep.
It was only
Wait,
a year.
Wait. Did the movie drop already?
Yeah, the movie dropped
Yeah,
like
it dropped
2 months ago.
2 months ago.
Oh, I honestly didn't see it. I didn't notice. I somehow missed that. And if you said something about it, Nas, like you said, we don't listen. So
Everyone
that's why-
knew.
We had a whole conversation about it in the group.
Yeah, we had a whole conversation, bro.
Yeah,
Where
where
was-
was your mom?
I probably
He was helping mom.
I was. That's why I didn't
Hey,
know.
no drinking on podcast, bro.
No drink. No water.
I'm having coffee. I'm having coffee so I can say it and help mom. God damn.
No, so of that list, I would take Attack on Titan off as soon as this last episode airs because
Why-
Yeah.
it's the
because
last
no more?
episode. Yeah,
But it
because
hasn't.
it's going to be.
So it hasn't.
Yeah.
So
But is it still
So,
timeless?
I
though?
mean,
Can you keep it on there
so-
like that?
Well, we're just talking about what's still, I guess, current, right?
no, what's good? Like what's
What's
What
good
do you
right
call
now?
good?
But of
That's-
current, but you're talking about current though. You're not talking about old school. You're talking about current.
current?
era.
Relevancy,
Yeah,
right?
current. Yes.
Yeah, currently relevant. So
No, currently good.
currently good. I would still put Attack on Titan at the top of my list. I
Ooh.
absolutely love that. And my thing is, I watched Attack on Titan when it first came out, and I
Me
got
too.
I got halfway through the third season, and I'm like, yo, I hate this shit. So then I read the manga,
Me too.
and the manga was better.
Not gonna do that.
And then just about a year and a half ago, I was like, oh, they're finally about to finish it. All right, let me go back and rewatch this to see if I missed something. I missed so much. I just got bored because I didn't realize, like, okay, they took the whole second season to world build. Like, I was expecting just murderous titans all the time.
So
Mhm.
you're
I-
right. So you're ranked from one to 4, not 5, because Black Clover doesn't count. What's your order?
Attack on Titan,
1,
My Hero Academia,
2,
Hey,
Jujutsu
that's-
Kaisen,
3.
Woo.
Demon Slayer,
Okay.
Oh,
and Black Clover. But I'm tying that, honestly, those last two.
Is that like
Because
is
this
that-
last season of Demon Slayer, I was like, okay. I mean, this is an
Lackluster?
okay. Yeah, it was very
wow.
like, I didn't hate it, but I put it on the same level as would be the first season. Like it was good, but it wasn't. And I said this from day one. I thought that, and you could hate me all you want. Everybody can hate me all
I
they
hate
want.
you. I hate you now.
I
hate you a
thought
lot.
that Demon Slayer was overhyped from day one.
That's what Matt
Well,
B said.
we weren't watching it. I did at the start. I did at the start. I did.
Yeah, go ahead,
a
be a
nice-
hypocrite.
nice
Go ahead. It's
callback.
cool. It's
Nice
cool. It is
callback.
what it
But,
is. Go ahead, sit down.
1-800-HYPOCRIT.com.
It was a slow build. It was one of those slow build that I didn't want to put up with. And I think in this day and age, you don't get away with slow builds anymore. You need to
Bro.
be.
But realistically, who cries more, him or Deku?
Oh,
Tanjiro or Deku? I really
say
thought that
Tanjiro.
demon was a good person in another life. I could smell it.
But who's more powerful, Tanjiro or Deku?
Deku,
Deku.
100%.
I will
Deku.
punch you in the face.
Deku.
I will punch you in the face.
1000%.
I've said this already. The creators
no,
of Demon
no,
Slayer, said that the water, the fire, all of that is just for creative, like
Correct.
it's for
Creative
creativity.
design.
Come on.
He's a
No one in the anime can actually
Who
see
knows
all
this?
of that.
Who's watching the anime? What do we think? Do we know that? So what are you gonna ruin?
I mean-
you're gonna ruin the entire series now just because the writer
But
wants you
is-
to?
I mean, I'll
Is it
tell
really-
you,
is it
I'll tell
really
you, I'll tell you that I'll tell you
that
that the majority of the anime community
Nonsense.
knew that. The majority of the anime
The
community
manga,
knew that
the
because they
manga-
keep no, because the
not
creator
true.
said it in an interview. It had nothing
I
to
don't
do with
care.
the manga
Who's
in that
watching the
situation.
interview or who's watching the anime?
People
watching
of
the
the anime
interviews and-
community, people,
No,
Very much.
everybody
Yeah.
except
Are
for
you really
everybody except for
saying-
you, everybody
Hold on.
except for you.
Okay.
Everybody
Are you
except for
really
you.
saying Tanjiro is stronger than Deku?
I'm
Are you
saying
really
Tanjiro's
saying
stronger
that?
than
You're
Deku.
saying,
kind of
you're
herbal
saying,
essence are you
you're
having
saying
right now?
that he is more powerful than all of the strength of One for All. Every single quirk
I'm
included.
saying that he hasn't gotten his ass whipped as much as Deku has. So
Go play in
I'm gonna
traffic.
go say it.
Go play. in
Plot
traffic.
armor.
Go drink
Plot
Long
armor.
Island iced teas.
Whatever.
Plot
Plot
Go
armor.
help mom. No, don't go play in traffic. Go
Y'all
help
are
mom.
absolutely
Go help.
ridiculous because what you're
Go help
saying,
mom right now.
because what y'all are saying is we shouldn't as the viewers believe that the character is as strong as they are because the writer said the way you watch it is not the way you're supposed to depict it.
Okay, so hold on. No. Okay, so no here. So let's go ahead and do this. What powers does Tanjiro have?
Let's go, Mike. Here's the microphone.
Well, breathing. His
Cricket. cricket,
Is his,
breathing.
his
cricket.
It's breathing.
Breathing.
okay?
Hold on. What every
Daddy,
athlete
water
does.
breathing,
What
water
every
breathing.
athlete does. What do you do when you're doing a bench press?
Push out.
Yeah, all right.
Like what?
All right.
Okay.
I'm guessing
Now-
you have
now,
Deku's powers
Deku's.
pulled up on Google right now, don't you? Go ahead, read them off.
No, what? I don't have anything up right now. The only thing I got up is the YouTube studio. Come on, buddy.
All we're trying
Come
to
on,
say
but this
was
is right
From
off
the
the top.
dome.
This
Is
right
it
off the
though?
top. Like
Is it
I
though?
I remember all
Go
this
ahead.
stuff.
Let him go.
Like
Go
look,
ahead.
look,
I know
just
it's right in
because
front of you. Go ahead,
just
read it
just
off.
just because
Read
you're
it
just
off,
because
bro.
you're just because you're senile, just because you're senile does not mean that you have to treat everybody else
I'm just
like
saying,
they're
read the
senile.
powers off. Read off the powers.
always told you,
Read what
Matt V.
powers off.
Are you
Matt
sure?
V.
Like
Deku's.
I said, I don't know. I don't have anything up. So you want Deku's powers?
Deku's powers.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Deku's.
Okay,
powers.
so he has
There's a little bit
a
of a
stockpile
pause there.
quirk. He
What are
has
you
a
looking at?
stockpile. I'm looking directly at you.
He's
Look,
looking at
Read
you.
it.
I'll look at the
You.
camera. Does this make
Go
you
ahead.
feel better?
Yeah,
Does
it
this
does.
make you
Go
feel
ahead.
better?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so Deku has a stockpile quirk. One for all is a stockpile quirk. For one, All Might never had any quirk of his own, so he just
Bing.
created a stockpile. You have All Might's original master. All Might's master. Yeah. I don't know. That was really random. All Might's master can
He
use
gave you an
float.
opportunity
He
to
can
look at the
use
screen. Go ahead. Go
no.
ahead.
All Might's master can use float. Black whip. You have stop doing that. You have death sense, which is the one that he got where dude died at 40 because he didn't have an actual quirk that was worth anything, so all he did was just live until
Pops up
old
in his head
age.
where it's a spider sense.
It's a Spidey sense,
Spider
yeah.
sense?
It's a Spidey sense.
yeah.
You know, it should be Vern's favorite,
Reference.
quirk out of the
Spider
whole
sense is
thing.
tingling.
We don't know who the first, what the first user's power was outside of the stockpile quirk, because technically he didn't have a power to begin with. That was, All for One's brother, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sorry, I'm not looking down at my screen to be able to figure that out, but I'm pretty sure that that's accurate.
I know you're reading. It's cool,
Um,
but it's cool.
he's
But
I'm
looking
literally,
deep-
I'm
looking
literally
deep into your eyes right now.
Content.
Otherwise,
Like-
he's telling you to go to mom.
And
Go ahead.
what,
This is good
what was that
content.
what was that other ability where he does like power squats and he's super fast or something? What was that?
It
Full
began with
cowling?
it began with
Full cowling?
no, that's not full cowling is what he created. Those are just moves that he named. Like the
These are
whole
cool,
full
though.
cowling. It is. I can't remember what the name of the quirk was. It began with a J. It was like 2 words and it was like 2 letters each word. Am I right?
Yeah,
Who's Googling
yeah.
it?
Go ahead, jump, Flashmaster.
No, I'm just saying. That's
Yeah. But
Yo, Matt V,
fact
he
that-
Like
deep into your
don't
eyes.
try to sit here. No, don't tell. No.
But you named 2
no,
powers,
no.
and there's been how many were there that was sitting in the room? You named like 2 powers. 2.
No, I
No,
named
he
about
was-
6.
That's cool.
He
I
didn't-
literally just went through the
Brennan,
list.
he went through the list.
I literally just went through the list. You have to
Uh.
remember the first user and All Might did not have quirks. They did not have
quirks. Stockpile. They did have an extra
Okay,
one now
so
that
I
you did
can pull it up.
miss.
But
You
Yeah,
did.
the number 2. Hold on, that's the number 2, but we haven't seen his quirk yet, and I'm
No,
not
there's
caught up to the
another one.
manga on
Yeah,
that.
but
there's another one.
no, but there is another one. Hold on, no, Flashmaster. Hold on, there is another one. Right?
I said Black Whip, float.
Yeah.
I said, All Might didn't have a quirk, but basically stockpile if you really want to be technical. So Black Whip, float, stockpile, death sense,
Screen.
whatever the smoke screen. That's the
I
other
was
one I
about to say
missed.
that's the
smoke
one you're
screen.
missing. Is float,
That was the 4th user.
And-
That was the
Alright,
4th
and then
user.
the power squats is Fajin.
Someone tell me
Fajin.
if he was reading this off. I need somebody else to call it out.
Yo,
Put it in the
I'm
comments.
gonna need you.
Reading that off. The
No,
Google.
I'm gonna need. Hold on. I'm gonna need
Nonsense.
you to sit down. I'm gonna need you to sit down in your corner and stop
Nonsense.
disrespecting
I-
my
Mr.
anime knowledge.
I am an
Deku
adult.
over here.
And
Like I
Matt,
don't do this shit for like every day.
Yo, Nas, you did miss one though, right?
What did I miss?
Follow
Smoke
me.
screen.
Follow me. No, you got that too. Believe it or not. Follow me. As you were looking deep into Vernon's eyes in the camera, right? The other one that you had was go help your mom, Vernon. That was one of them he missed. So Vernon, go help your mom because he was right. He didn't look at nothing.
Does this guy just talk just to talk? Who let him in the room? Who let him
I
in-
mean,
who-
he
who-
is
who took
he
the
is
jacket
the
off of him.
he
He
is an
is the hero
MC.
MC.
He is an MC.
I am here.
You know,
I am here. I am
you
here.
you ever been in a club or you ever been listening to an MC's mixed track and whatnot, and then they
You're like,
just
when
start
will this
talking in the
guy
middle of the
shut up? I
song?
also
You're like,
do-
yo, shut up! I'm trying to
I
hear the
also do
song.
healings.
At,
I do
at least
healings.
he's not spouting out blasphemy like Tanjiro can take on Deku. Like
Like Tanjiro,
So who has
Deku would use him like a rag doll. Deku would
Who
use
has
him
the
like
big-
his
so you're
arms in
saying
the
that-
first season.
So you're saying that Deku has a bigger power capacity than Tanjiro. So Tanjiro
has more
Absolutely.
strength.
Yes,
Hold on,
absolutely
he has
right.
more strength too.
has more speed. Has
I don't
So-
agree with you. I don't.
He's
agree with you.
literally no. It literally said it at the end of. So, do you think that All Might is
It said
stronger
it
than?
at the end
than
of-
hold
it
on, no,
said
no,
it at the
hold
end.
on, no. Before we go in there, do you think that All Might is stronger than Tanjiro?
Do I think All Might is
Yeah.
stronger than Tanjiro? I don't
Yes.
think either of them is stronger than Tanjiro.
What's wrong
Wow.
with you? Yo, this is
Go
coming from a
away.
person that does not like what's the game that we play?
Your
Ghost of
opinion no
Tsushima.
longer
Doesn't
matters.
like Ghost of Tsushima, and he's saying
Like,
that these
I think-
samurai are stronger than
No, you're
Tanjiro.
going by what you're going now. I think that the power capabilities of Tanjiro it surpasses what Deku will be capable
What powers? What powers?
What other
What
breathing
powers?
powers?
Literally, legitimately, what powers does he have?
of. His breathing techniques.
swiping
Vernon,
He
swiping
can
swords.
Somebody's
breathe.
calling
Okay,
you.
everybody on
Look,
planet
so
Earth
what you
breathes.
did. So what you did was you saw an interview, and then you said that anything that you see on the anime screen doesn't matter. So you just
watch
Okay,
eliminated
even
the
if
anime
he-
as
Same
a
show
whole.
you watch. We
Even
watch the
if he
same show
did
you
have all
watch.
the stuff that he has in the anime, like with the whole dragon and everything, Deku could still take him.
That's an opinion. I don't agree with you. I
But it's
don't agree with you.
logic.
Huh? What's
It's
logic about anime?
So
All right,
so
you
so
stop
here
talking.
so hold on for another comparison. Do you
Here we
think
go.
that whenever Yujiro fought Baki and Baki was in the
I hate that
form
anime.
of the
He
Triceratops?
don't even
Hold
like
on.
that move.
Hold on. Was he fighting Baki or was he fighting the Triceratops?
Cricket.
Because I mean, if we think about it in terms of that, he was literally just using a form and
That mimicked
Putting-
the Triceratops.
that mimicked the Triceratops. Do you think that the strength came from the Triceratops spirit?
Possibly.
Just random.
Possibly.
Here we
Is
go.
Baki is fucking strong as shit. So is Yujiro strong enough to fucking lift the building?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
yes.
So is that possible? Look, come on.
I
bro.
hear
Y'all
somebody
being
calling
real
you
dumb.
Hold on, but
Y'all
what
being real
feats-
dumb right now?
you know,
Y'all
so
are-
what
you're
feats-
saying
what
that
feats-
Tanjiro is
what
not
feats
doing
has Tanjiro?
anything.
Give me feats of Tanjiro.
He's fucking
Give me
feats
of Tanjiro.
he is fucking killing demons. So it's not real. It's anime. I'm sorry.
So hold
I'm
on,
sorry.
hold on,
I'm sorry,
hold on,
fans.
hold on,
It's not
hold on.
real.
Stand by.
I would never
He
let
is
him.
killing.
Anyway.
He is killing demons with a sword,
Mhm.
and it has to be a specific type of sword. It has to be a specific type of metal in order for you to actually kill the
Kill the
demon. And you
demon.
have to kill it by
And
beheading
he
it.
has to put
Give
himself
me-
into the sword in order for it
Okay.
to.
Okay.
He has to put himself into the sword.
has
He
to
puts
put
himself literally into the sword. How does he
Give-
do that?
I'm out. I'm out.
No.
I'm out.
Don't
No.
go anywhere.
So
Don't you
it's
dare
not
run.
that
Don't
it's
you run. Don't-
it's literally so now that he's walked away, and we can actually get into a breakdown of like what this is actually talking about. This is talking about any other kind of sword style that
He
you
went to help
see.
Mom.
That's okay. That's okay. Mom needs some help. Mom needed the groceries brought in. But
Okay, there you
if we
go.
think about it in like Japanese sword styles or any kind of sword styles, they always say to use your weapon as an extension of yourself.
Exactly.
That's literally all that happened in Demon Slayer.
What I was about to bring up
Sorry.
before you walked
Off was the fact that
Mad. He big mad.
Very.
How many times has Tanjiro been by himself?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Tanjiro has never beaten an Upper Moon by himself.
Nope.
I mean, and we just
Deku
saw how
Was Deku? Let's be real. Rogue Deku was handling his shit in
Shit
that fight.
on his own.
took
On his
how
own.
many of their
Learning the quirks
teammates
as they came.
To take him down?
Bro, Deku literally picked up everybody off the ground so that they wouldn't get hit by Shigaraki's decay.
Yep, everybody
Off the ground.
Everybody off the ground. And it took.
Like,
Tell me that did not give you the feels though. I still. As much as I used to talk shit about that show, I love that show. It's a good show.
Hey CJ, if you could give a breakdown to Vern whenever he comes back about why Tanjiro would lose to Deku.
Oh, here he comes.
Well, there we go.
He brought in the groceries.
CJ's got something to say to you.
Are you back?
Hmm?
Like, are you willing to listen?
I'll play your silly game.
CJ's gonna break it down for you.
I'm not saying shit.
I want you to name one time that Tanjiro
Beat
fought
anybody on his own
by himself.
Yeah, never.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Now let's go into Deku. Rogue Deku at that.
And you liked him. You actually liked him, Vernon.
He really did.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Did he handle his shit or not?
He did. You guys are just flushing down what I'm saying. I really feel like the overall capabilities of Tanjiro is gonna far surpass Deku, in my opinion.
You said
What are those capabilities though?
Shut up.
Is he
Nas.
taking on? Is he talking? Is he
Shut up,
taking
Nas.
on any other breathing form that you know of?
That I know of. I don't. So it's conjecture at this point. But
Are you saying like in the future Deku? I don't know. Are you talking about future Deku versus future Tanjiro? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about like present, like right now?
Future.
I still don't see it because of.
Okay. No. Hey, Flashmaster. Remember what Farmer Andy.
Hold on. With what Farmer Andy did to us,
he ruined us. But Farmer Andy ruined us, and we're not going to go there with that because I know that CJ knows what we're talking about, but we ain't going to go there. But actually, in thinking about what Vernon is, Mad V is saying about like the sword play and how Tanjiro puts his energy into the sword. Remember, like Nas was just saying, like the sword is an extension of a person in this case. Granted, there's a couple factual things in there. Granted, it's anime plot armor as far as like a special blade and all that stuff. Homeboy Tanjiro pretty much is working out his technique. So if his technique is flawless, he's going to be one of the illest swordsmen. Can he beat Kenshin? No. So we can go there too if you want.
No, I don't want to. All right, I'm gonna go back to answering the question that I'm sorry, I flushed your question down the toilet. I don't care. But my question to give you my four as far as relevant anime today, and my list from top to bottom is I will go Demon Slayer, My Hero, Jujutsu, Attack on Titan.
And Black Clover is your last one then.
But Are you saying that because you're not caught up on Attack on Titan?
Yes. Mostly. Like anybody who hears this is going to be like, you know what the hell he's talking? This guy doesn't even know what the hell he's talking about because they lost me. If you lose me as a fan, they lost me a long time ago. Nas said that he had to go back and he's like, I think we dropped off at the same time. He had to go back and then he had to catch up. And then he's like, oh, this all makes sense. And now this is really good again. You don't get that with me. Once you lose me, I'm out.
Right. You know what? I mean, I guess, the most important thing is that this is all subjective. It's based off of your own preference. So I actually could pick up what Mad V's putting down. Not agreeing with you just to agree with you because you're an asshole. I'm just agreeing because it's fact. Because when a show loses you, it loses you.
That's the first time I smiled this whole episode.
I'll give you my 3 because
I can't do Jujutsu Kaisen or Black Clover because I haven't watched either of those. So I'll give you my top 3. Go
Hero,
Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer.
My anime poser.
My Hero, Attack on Titan.
He's new to anime. He is not a poser.
How
long has it taken? What episode of Naruto Shippuden are you on?
Hold on.
What episode of Naruto Shippuden are you on?
Huh?
Hold on, let me pull that up.
What happened? What happened?
What episode? I thought you'd know by now.
Stand by. Stand by.
We're standing by.
Take me a sec.
One.
No,
Oh no.
this is a good one. This is a good call.
But
This
you
is a
know,
good
what's
callback.
yeah, this is gonna be a callback. But I'm just gonna preface it by saying, like, listen, friends don't let friends watch bad anime, right? And if they're just getting into anime, we'll teach them. We'll give them the good ones to like get them started. Get their feet wet.
No, watch bad anime. Like, and then to
So
learn
you
what
know
don't
what you're
like.
actually like. What's good?
Yes.
Well, I mean, but I'm just
Absolutely.
saying, like, you give suggestions. Can I say things right? Suggestions, and then you just keep going from there. Like, listen, I'm watching what's it called? Yukichi, the Masterful House Cat, and I think that's a fucking great show. It does.
Hold on.
It's
Is that on
senseless.
Is that on Crunchyroll?
That's on Crunchyroll. It's
Hold
probably
on.
the silliest. I wouldn't even
I got it
recommend
now.
it to you, Mad V, but I thought it was enjoyable.
Okay, go ahead. How many? What episode are you on?
I'm on.
I'm on episode 350.
Look at that. Muscle through.
350. So that
Getting that
means
steak dinner, baby.
507. He's watched 570 episodes in this in a matter of what, 2.5 months?
God damn.
Yes.
Well, if who gets more credit? The person that's powered through 570 episodes, or the person that's seen 500 different anime?
Oh, come on, man.
The person that
come
powered
on.
through
I'm the
500.
bad guy?
The person that powered through 570 episodes. Because how long
In
did it
2
take you to watch
months.
those 500 anime?
In 2 months versus it took us years to get through.
Like, I
Naruto
mean,
Shippuden.
like, have I seen hundreds of anime? Absolutely.
You know what?
Over
When
the
I find
years.
when I find your supervisor, I'm gonna email him this episode so he could see. There's no way that you're doing your job, and you're.
This is what
There
I feel
is.
about that.
Absolutely,
No way.
100%.
Sit and
Because
spin.
I do not watch Naruto while I'm at work unless I'm on lunch off the clock.
Well played.
Yeah.
Well played, young
Yo,
Padawan.
we want to say this though. Like, listen, if your manager eats your bento box one more time, we're gonna whoop his ass. We're gonna be eating that bento
Don't eat the
box.
bento box. It's poison.
But I will say this too. In one day on Wednesday, my off day, I have watched, I believe it was 47 episodes in one day.
He literally was glued to the seat. He didn't take a shower. He didn't take a
I
piss.
didn't.
He just had a catheter installed.
Yep, exactly.
I don't want a damn catheter install. That's this next level.
It's
All right.
painful.
I'm committed. I want that
It's the
steak.
worst thing ever.
Yeah, you
He
getting
wants that. He wants that A5 Wagyu.
Wagyu. Giggity. So
I guess
anyways.
Brian, did you give your order for your 4?
I did not give my order for my 4. But I'm gonna put in my order right now.
You
For
got
me,
Demons?
right now.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You
All
got
right. So I'm gonna say Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, My Hero, Attack on Titan, and then as much as I love Black Clover, and I didn't watch the movie, I'll put that as number 5. This is all based of what I'm currently really interested into right now. So
Demon Slayer is mid.
Are you all caught up on Attack on Titan?
You know what? You know what's crazy though? I'm not caught up on Attack on Titan. Like, I'm
That makes
literally
more
waiting,
sense.
and I don't know why I'm waiting.
Does it?
Yeah.
though? Does
No,
it?
no, but because remember we
Does
hyped it. Like, there's a point when I think the recent season dropped, and I was like so hyped about it. And then there was the point where Eren was connected to, what was he connected? He did something. He was supposed to die, and then he turned into something. The big spinal cord thing.
Oh, that's right. The thing where we don't care. Nobody cares.
See,
Like,
see.
I'm just saying, nobody cared. Like you probably dropped off the same time me and Nas dropped off when you just lost interest. So
I didn't
and there's
drop
nothing
off.
wrong with that.
Wait,
it's-
you're talking
it's
about
so-
when he turned
was
into
talking
the
to you,
founding
poser.
Titan? That just
Yes,
happened.
that
That just happened.
That
Just happened.
not just as in this year happened.
Yeah, I mean, he
Or last year
technically
was it?
turned.
Last
Yeah,
year.
last year at the very end of the
Yeah.
season, at the very end of part 2. Yeah, he turned into the founding Titan when he finally connected with Zeke.
Yes. That's so I guess I am
He
somewhat
basically
caught up.
took over that whole scene, like of him being
Ah.
at the coordinate and like Zeke thinking like, "Oh, I have the power.
No,
Actually, I'm going to free this bitch, and she's going to give me the
Mm-hmm.
power, and I'm going to turn everybody on their heads.
you don't.
Everybody,
Yeah.
bro. And
And
at the end of the day, Eren ain't do nothing wrong. Aaron
And
did nothing wrong. I back
I
what
could-
Aaron did on
I
that
could
one.
actually-
I,
You know what? Let me
I agree.
I could adjust it because you got me. You made me remember some stuff, so I could probably adjust that list. But still, goddamn, like Vernon, that part right there though was like oh shit moment in anime history for me.
You see, this is what's
Aaron-
happening is when
Aaron
they're doing
thinking,
legal.
like,
When they're
12
doing-
steps ahead right there.
they've actually got T-shirts about the Aaron playing like 3D chess, like
3D chess?
one
Bro,
person.
he was playing 4D chess. Like, bro, he was on Lelouch level.
Yes,
Like
yes.
the way he was just seeing everything in advance and like planning out everything, making himself the bad guy. It's like you knew he was gonna be the villain, but you didn't know he was gonna make himself the villain
knew
to
he was
be
gonna
the hero.
villain? Who knew he was gonna be the? All right. Listen,
Okay, so
I'm just
Vern-
saying what they did to you. The proper chill. What they did was
No,
they
in
did some
season
legal-
3,
They
in
did
season
some
3,
legal
we
stuff
knew he
to
was
you
gonna be the
where
villain.
you
though.
had your list. You said what your list was, and
it's
then
still that.
and then they spouted blah blah blah, and then you're just like, oh yeah, okay, well my list.
No, like,
it's legal.
like,
But I
no,
didn't
I'm
change
not.
my.
Look,
But I didn't
look,
change
yo,
my list.
if that's your list, that's your list. I'm not saying that. I simply said that, for one, Demon Slayer is mid, and for two, Attack on Titan is the shit. And just because you don't realize it,
Oh, your face is mid.
just.
What's
I
wrong
mean,
with you?
Go
I
help
know
Mom.
that. I know that. That's okay. That's okay.
But I do have to say this though, right? So for all of us in here, we consume a lot of anime. Again, I told you about the Yukichi show, and you probably looking at it like, Brian, why are you watching a giant cat show?
Hold on.
It was-
What's
it was
can
in-
you spell that name out for me? Because I want to add it to my list right now. Yukichi.
Yukichi, the depressed house, the skillful depressed house cat. I'll drop the link. I'll drop the link for you. But I've been watching that show with my girl, and we're very entertained by it. It's a great fucking show. I mean, for us, it's kind of like I don't know. It's like something that's like kills time, but cute as hell. I guess you'd say it was. Sometimes you gotta watch that stuff. Sometimes you just want to chill.
Like,
Oh,
would
that's
you
all my
compare it
wife
to being
watches.
Puppy Cat,
Would
Stacey?
you compare it to what?
the bee and Puppy Cat.
The Bee and Puppy Cat. No, the Bee and Puppy Cat. It looks funny, but I didn't get
Would
into
you
that.
compare it to Banana Fish?
I was about to say that next.
No.
I do
No.
want to. I do
What
want to go
the-
back to one thing real quick about Attack on Titan. That intro, it
Yes.
hits
Yes.
so
That's-
hard.
Yes. You know what? I did say this in a Marco Polo, I think last year, about how dope Rumbling was. Matter of fact, Vernon, I think I even sent you the song. You remember Rumbling? The echo cancellation. Am I good? Yeah, I could have sworn. Okay, so you need to listen to Rumbling, because if you're a person that's a fan of like some dope ass heavy music, especially in the metal genre, that they did their shit. It actually made you want to watch the show. Actually, strangely
It
enough,
was so good. Like every single time.
Time I listen to
if you like Fire Force, you like Rumbling. If you like the Fire Force intros, you like Rumbling. You like Rumbling. I'm gonna go out there on the limb and say, and listen, Flashmaster loves it, and he's just, I don't know if you're a metalhead, Flashmaster, are you? Metalhead? No, not really. Okay, there you have it.
Start with Seven Dust. All right.
Wow.
Not the Verge.
Add it to
not
my-
the-
Wow.
I mean,
man.
it's a start. I'm just saying, start low before you go up to the heavier stuff.
Kill Switch Engage Pantera. Let him get some Pantera in his blood, please.
That's
Listen
high.
to Walk.
Now you're at high level. You're at
Listen
high
to
level
Walk
there.
and go get yourself a steel chair.
Mhm.
Listen to Walk by Pantera. It'll give you a full beard like us.
I think we kind of did pretty good here, right? This should be enough.
Yeah, I mean,
For
listen.
now.
Yeah, I mean, I just think I
8:30.
gotta do
We got
lots
an
of fucking
hour.
extra.
We got an hour.
Everybody put their list in, right?
Yeah. Did you put your list in, CJ?
Oh,
Come on,
the
CJ,
only thing
what's
that
your
I
list?
changed in my list is JJK at 2. and
JJ can too. Okay,
Yeah.
I dig it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it would go Attack on Titan, JJK,
My Hero,
My Hero,
and then
then Demon Slayer,
Hmm.
and
Oh, he put
then
Demon Slayer at
Black
the bottom.
Clover. Even though I'm
Oh.
ahead in Black Clover, I still wouldn't put it in.
You know why I don't
my
hate
top
that
3.
list? You know why I don't hate that list from you? Is
Why?
because I know you watch everything. You'll give anything a
Yes.
shot. You'll just try
I
random.
will.
There's people that won't try random stuff. Like what am I watching right now? I'm watching something called My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999.
I thought you said My Love Story with your mom. I'm like, what kind of show is this?
Yamada-kun at level 999. There's randos. The Eighth Son. Are you kidding me?
Mm.
Classroom for Heroes.
Classroom for Heroes. I didn't start that yet. How is that?
It's decent. It's decent.
decent.
It's decent. Like I tried, like anyone who's willing to try different things and not just what everyone says, this is good, so watch this.
Mhm.
You're not a real.
I was like, if you watch anime, I will always say try anything like the first 3 episodes. If you're not hooked within the first 3 episodes, then
No, don't watch
Drop
it.
off.
it's dog water.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's like a cesspool. Don't watch it.
Right. Here's a good example of that for me. So as you know, I told you guys I watched Darwin's Game. I watched it twice. There's another show that's very similar to Darwin's Game, which is called King's Game. I don't know if you guys know about King's Game,
Yeah,
but
I remember King's Game.
I didn't like King's Game. I didn't like King's Game. I honestly didn't. I like Darwin's Game better.
Too dark?
It was too dark and nothing made sense to me.
It was the opposite for me. Like I liked Kings over
Over Darwin's?
Me too.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're saying I should give it a chance?
Yes.
Give it more of a chance?
You
Because
watched it already.
Well. Listen, I watched King's Game only like 1-2 episodes, and I didn't like it. I just couldn't sit through it. It was pissing me off more than making me enjoy it. Like, oh shit, this is happening. Oh shit, this is happening. This is why this is happening. You know. So
Can I ask a question though? Like, if all of you for an anime, just a rando anime that everybody isn't already watching, if you had to name one, you gave me one, which I'd like you to put in the chat because I tried to Google it based off of how I thought it should be spelt, and
Sure.
I spelled it wrong. But what other anime, just completely random, that you guys would recommend?
86.
86. You got one, CJ?
I got one. I'm just trying to remember the damn name of it.
Flashmaster's watching Naruto, so I'm
So
gonna
we
let
can't give
him.
him that.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for
All right,
that.
so I dropped in the chat for you the Crunchyroll, the link to Masterful House. The Masterful Cat is depressed again, something like that. That's what it's called.
Okay, so not married, but more than a married couple, but not lovers. That's
More Than a Married
that's one that I watched with my wife. Like,
Yep.
she
Here it
was
is.
watching it, and I was on my phone, and then I popped up on one scene, and I was like, okay, let me give this a shot, and it actually turned out to be a good anime.
I love that. I like anime that I can watch with my lady who just does not care for anime whatsoever. But I got her into one, which was Food Wars, Shokugeki.
One of my favorites. One of my favorites right there.
She I love anime like that where there's a certain person that you know would watch this with you. So I dig it.
I'll recommend one more. Just because I'm caught up in it. Zom 100. What's it called? Bucket List of the Dead. No, it's
Never
It's
seen.
one of the top ones.
You never seen someone so happy for a zombie apocalypse so he didn't have to go to work.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was I don't know where they lost me, and the world loves that anime. Right now it could be argued like a top anime right now.
Yeah, for like a quick thing like this fits in a specific niche. Like it's one of those animes that are kind of relatable. Like, yo, listen, like you could say like my job probably sucks, And you know what? I'd rather be doing anything else but this shit right now. I'd rather, blah, but it also teaches people about like creating a list of shit that you'd rather do before something happens to you. Go after your shit. Go, do what you need to do for yourself to make yourself happy. Make a list. Check that shit off. So
me and my wife watched My Happy Marriage. That wasn't bad.
My Happy Marriage.
It's on Netflix.
Because the question I asked was if you had just a random anime that not everybody is watching that you would recommend, like, hey, give this a shot.
Not everybody's watching. Oh, so that was a question.
My Happy Marriage is one.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it! I have to open up a whole new thing. It's not a Crunchyroll one.
It's Netflix.
Yeah. So then I'll go back to what I'm saying. The Masterful House Cat is what's it called? Oh, sorry, I can't even speak. The Masterful Cat is depressed again today. That's the name of it. I dropped a link in the chat.
Does it have to be anime or can it be animation? Because I have something that was American animation, technically, that something I would suggest that I don't think
we free rolling right now. We free
rolling
rolling right now. Go ahead.
Go. What you got?
The Legend of Fox. It's on Amazon Prime.
Why have I heard of that?
Oh, I've heard of that. I didn't get into that yet. Is it good? What do you think?
It's fucking amazing. I mean, it's made by the same people who.
I've seen that. I see it on the first season.
Yeah, it is.
It's
that they ever live streamed, and they animated it.
Oh, okay.
That was good. That was
really good. Have you watched the second season yet, Vern?
I have not.
Yeah,
I completely forgot about it. Like after I watched it, I thought it was really good, and I completely forgot about it.
It was so good that they've already Amazon has already greenlit the animation for their second campaign, and that's what all these characters are from right here.
Do you guys do if you do sports anime? Well, obviously Blue Lock. That's but that's not the one that I was gonna recommend because everyone's watching that. It was something that that everyone. It's not a mass popular one. There's one
tennis one.
IQ.
No.
Ace of Diamonds.
On, man, you're just shitting on
everything.
Visor 23. Hajime no Ippo.
Visor 21.
My bad.
Visor 21.
It's called Birdie's Wing. So.
Oh, that's a tennis jump.
It's about golf.
Oh, tennis golf.
Birdie.
Yeah,
I was like
golf. Birdie golf.
So it's golf, and it's on. That's a Crunchyroll one. It's not a love story, and love story. Ironically enough, love stories are my bag. I love love stories.
Vern don't love nothing.
He loves shit. I just love my mama.
Hey, it takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody.
Don't be calling Mad V love though. Come here, love. Like, nah, pause.
So we good?
So in terms of games though, like what all have y'all played this year? And what else this year that's coming out this year are you excited for?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man for sure. Yeah, that looks so beautiful.
The problem that I have though is that I keep buying these games. Everyone's like, "Oh, you got to get it. You got to get it." I have not finished God of War.
You're not a gamer.
I'm not. I can't. Look, I've got these. I bought these so I can play the games, and I just can't. Yeah, I can't do it.
I bought these so I can play the game too.
Do you turn on fidelity mode or do you turn on performance mode?
For the story, not for performance.
No, not the. I'm not talking about the difficulty level. I'm talking about fidelity mode or performance mode for how the game looks.
How the game looks.
So performance mode is just like everything's going to move smoothly, just like any games have ever done. So fidelity mode, you're going to start to see like the ray tracing, the reflections on things. Everything's going to feel a lot more real. And for you, that might not be good. It's just going to make you sick.
Is that built into the system, like
Yeah,
system
you
system
get the
configuration?
typically whenever you start any game, it gives you the option: do you want to start in fidelity mode or performance mode?
Or performance mode, yeah.
None,
Call of
none, none of
Duty
my
has
none
that.
of my games have asked me that.
God
None
of
of
War
my
does it.
they.
Horizon Zero Dawn does it.
Horizon.
I mean, it happens.
okay
It
with-
happens whenever you're doing the setup in the beginning, and if you're used to just clicking through it, you probably missed it. But like if
Well,
you
it's a
go into your
brightness.
settings,
It's a brightness that as to the extent that they do it. Like, hey, when you can't see the image anymore, then blah blah blah. But do you want to be in fidelity mode or performance mode? I don't recall ever being asked that.
I mean, it happens on PlayStation 5 games like all the time now. Anything new gen, really, you get the option. But like I said, most people skip by it. If you just go into settings whenever you're in any game, you should be able to change it.
Probably won't work for me anyway. I'll probably still throw up.
Bro,
But,
it just might be time for you to give up the PlayStation 5 to Jers and go back to Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo.
Buy
and
your own system.
No. Hold
Buy
tight,
your
hold
own
tight.
stuff.
But you know what? Do this.
from
Do
scalpers,
this.
right?
Give up your video games and let's come on over to Tabletop Tavern. We got beer here if you like beer. If not, we got whiskey too and
It's
mead.
not beer, it's mead.
Mead, damn it.
Mhm.
Actually, shit, mead is actually pretty decent.
It is.
Pretty decent.
But I actually did. Me and Joe were talking, and I did pre-order Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Mirage.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
So
what I look forward to.
I'm not
Yeah, I
super
hear you,
looking
Cedar.
forward to it because I Valhalla still left a bad taste in my mouth, but we'll see what happens. I love the series. It's hard for me not to want to play them.
yeah.
Right now, it's hard for me to put down Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I know you're gonna tell me to probably buy it, so I'm gonna buy it. But before that, I'm really looking forward to Tekken 8. It's a fighter. I've been following the series ever since its inception. Vernon, remember back in the day when Tekken was called Rave War?
No.
It was called Rave War before it was called Tekken. Okay, then I'm geeking out too much because I don't think that you were that diehard. I think you're more Virtual Fighter. That's why you didn't know about that.
Virtual Fighter was
too.
Yeah,
Virtual Fighter.
Yeah,
for
Virtual
the Sega Saturn.
yeah.
I played Double Dragon.
The new Double Dragon is actually
I
pretty dope.
used to play beat 'em ups.
Double
Like
Dragon was.
I didn't really play I did play a little bit of Mortal Kombat on Sega Genesis, but like when it came to fighting games, I didn't play like head-to-head fighting. I played beat 'em ups. So like Ninja
I love beat
Turtles,
'em ups.
Batman, Spider-Man, like any of the Marvel
Battletoads.
games, Battletoads, Double Dragon was my shit. I loved Double Dragon. Streets of Rage,
River City
Simpsons.
Ransom.
River City Ransom.
And Turtles in
Castlevania,
Time.
I loved my RPG,
Oh,
so I
Turtles in
played
Time.
I played Castlevania a lot back then.
Castlevania's not a beat 'em up though.
I said
As a
I said I like platform RPGs.
Oh, okay, got you. Correction.
One
But
game
you know,
that
let's jump back to
Try
beat
to
'em
tell
up.
me like I don't know. I just said it.
one fighter game that I've played that I don't think I've heard you guys talking about before is the Injustice games.
Oh, me and Joe played the
Injustice
shit
too.
out of Injustice and Injustice. Yo, all the time. All the time. The story for that was
Flashmaster,
so good.
have you
Fucking loved Injustice. Both of them.
have you played that with Joe, Flashmaster?
No, I have not.
I don't think he's played anything with Joe. He hasn't experienced
not.
Joe.
You will quit gaming if you.
Nah, I'm not.
You will
I'm not
quit.
that type of player.
No,
I'm the type of player that once you
so
play,
let me
I'll learn it and I'll be like, okay, that's something I need to work more towards.
let me run this down for you. Joe is an amazing gamer, but Joe is a nice guy.
Yep. He'll
Is
play
he?
Because, like, so me and him used to play Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, and me and him, like, we're pretty good, like, head to head on that game. You know, I would say he's better than me in it, but we were still like, I wouldn't just lose them automatically. It wasn't until Tekken where I realized how inferior I am when it comes to fighting games. He is and I know that you guys have whatever beef what it is with Tekken, but he literally is semi-pro level when it comes to playing Tekken. He's learned every single combo in the game for every single character, and he can nail them with ease. So I remember playing against him in Tekken, and it's just like I'm taking an L every single time. And then next thing you know, I win out of nowhere. And I'm like, bro, I know that you let me win. I know you let me win. I'm not stupid.
Yep. And then after a while, if you just can't, like, you're no longer competition, he'll just stop playing with you. Like, if he knows that you're not even trying to get better, he will stop playing with you.
No, I will say on your situation, Vern, you tried playing Sekiro, which is like a From Software Souls type game. And you are not built for those type of games. Like those are literally like challenging, like meant for the challenging type gamer. If you're not into roguelikes or From Software games or Souls like games, like don't pick this up because there's no easy mode.
Yeah,
no easy mode. That's like Ninja Gaiden Sigma from back in the day. Remember Ninja Gaiden?
I remember.
Even the NES. I'm dating myself, I guess.
Gaiden
even the NES
was
game
good.
was hard. It was dope.
Gaiden was good. Sigma was like, I didn't even try Sigma because if I beat the game, all it was Ninja Gaiden on steroids. That's all it was.
Freaking some serious steroids. You know, I'm going to ask Nas in a second about that game if he ever played it and beat it. But remember the arcade game of Ninja Gaiden? It was a 2-player game.
Yes.
In the arcade, beat 'em up.
Oh yeah.
And you had the jump and you had the grab button that was on the top of the joystick. In order to throw anybody, you needed to press that grab button. Okay, so yeah, I'm dating myself, but that was probably I'm dating myself, but that's probably it was a really dope beat 'em up game that I played in the arcade at the time. And I was surprised that it made it this far. It was very colorful and state of the art for what I saw back in the day. But damn, jumping back into beat 'em ups really quick though. Did anybody play that new Ninja Turtles game, the beat 'em up? The beat 'em up game.
I mean, it wasn't really
I saw gameplay, but I think it was from you playing it, right, Brian?
It's not that's from me playing. It's not a remake. It's not a remake of anything. It's a new game, straight up. It's a new game. It does take after like
lies.
There's no lies here. There's no lies. It's a good game though, because the characters that they put into it and the fact that you could have 6 players playing at the same time, couch beat 'em up or network. It's pretty dope. I like what they did. It's the same makers who. Go ahead.
Why'd your spit guard behind your microphone?
Because I wanted it out of my way.
Oh, interesting.
It's not a spit guard.
Interrupt me when I'm talking.
Oh, it's not?
Mm-mm.
Why are you talking, young man? All right, I'm done. I'm going to bed.
Right, so I guess we're close. I hate you, Vernon.
Because he could watch more anime than you in one day.
Yeah. It's called a pop filter. The reason why it's called it's because it keeps all the air from whenever you say pop, pop, pop. It keeps all that air from going into the microphone.
You know what? I got something you can pop.
Listen, go
pause.
Mom.
Pause. The delay on that pause was uncomfortable.
You can end the stream right here now. Then after that, I'm sorry.
You can't do that.
We're gonna have to go back to the drawing board and rethink our lives.
Yeah. All right. So I might as well close. Listen, guys, thanks for tuning into the Narf Zone. Tune in next time and share, subscribe. And tell us what you think about what else we should be talking about. Peace.